We move on next here tonight to our cover story, and it involves some big changes that could impact how you pay for your home. We hear your frustration about the rising cost of living here in Tampa Bay. So tonight, ABC Action News reporter Michael Paluska is taking an in-depth look at a lawsuit that buyers filed and what you need to know if you're planning to buy a home in the near future.
I've been talking with realtors about this issue here in Florida and really across the country, and it's a mixed bag. Some are freaking out, I'm told. Others think it's not a big deal, and some think it'll be really good for buyers that are thinking about jumping into this market. But we wanted to sit down with the experts and give you guys some tips and advice about how to navigate the changes. How the United States does real estate is getting a makeover. There is a lot to cover. This report will hit the highlights.
I think that there's a lot of misinformation on it.
Kelly Ackley is a global sales advisor with Premier Sotheby's. She tells me starting in August, commissions will be removed from the MLS listing, and everyone will have to sign a buyer brokerage agreement.
And on that is going to be an agreed upon commission for what you are going to compensate your buyer's agent for. But now that sellers are not required to pay me, buyer, you are going to have to agree to pay me. If I find you a home where the seller is no longer willing to pay the buyer agent commission, Mr. Buyer, you will pay me the 3%.
Industry-wide, concerns are rising about first-time home buyers, low-income families, and veterans. Can it knock someone out of a price range for a home they're looking to buy?
Absolutely. They are on a tight budget, right? So we get them pre-approved and we try to stay within that budget. They aren't going to have the extra 2.5%, 3% to pay an agent. So that's where we're going to get creative.
That number doesn't even include rising homeowners insurance, flood premiums, and taxes, also barriers to entry.
Would you come here and interview me if this was a freebie? Maybe not. And so real estate agents shouldn't be expected to work for free either.
I would, just to get the free advice.
Everybody loves free advice, especially family and friends.
And we'll give it to our viewers.
Yes, sir.
Jay Quigley is a broker associate with Florida Executive Realty. He tells me buyers have to do their homework. Interview multiple realtors, read reviews, do a trial run with that realtor. When you sign the contract, and if you think it isn't working out, you can break up with them.
If a buyer doesn't want to commit to me, frankly, why would I want to commit my evenings, my weekends, my holidays to a buyer that doesn't want to commit to me?
Should I negotiate commission with my realtor?
Yes, you can, but it's kind of like if you want that very nice watch, but you know it costs $5,000. Do you think you're going to go into the jeweler and say, I really want that watch, but I'm only going to pay you $3,500?
With all of that being said, commissions are negotiable, and Quigley says they have always been negotiable.
Now there's an additional step that we as buyer's agents have to take where we will call the listing agent and let them know that we have a buyer that's interested and is the seller offering any kind of concession or compensation for a buyer's broker.
In Tampa with photojournalist Reed Moeller, Michael Paluska, ABC Action News.